Let's welcome in the Executive Vice President of the Commonwealth Foundation, Jennifer Stefano, and America's accounting professor at Montclair State University, Dan Geltrude. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Okay, so that final jobs report before the holidays is out with just 210,000 jobs added in November. That is far fewer than expected. Jennifer, what's your reaction to those numbers?
Right. I mean, President Biden can say what he wants, but the fact is nobody in America is buying it. And you can simply look at the most important number, which is the Consumer Confidence Index. It has been cratering since President Biden took office, and it's lower now in November than it was in October. People are not confident about their own financial future or the financial future of America. And this is a huge problem going into the 2022 midterms and governor's races.
Yeah, Dan, the president there seems pretty optimistic about where we're going. There were estimates as high as 573,000 new jobs expected to be added. Where did the economists go wrong, and why does he seem so positive?
Well, this is a huge miss, Allie. And let's clarify, too, there's a lot of verbiage out there saying jobs added. This is not jobs added. This is jobs recovered. And let's keep in mind that you still have millions and millions of job openings. So why would people not be going back to work? That's the question. What's the answer? It's policy related, because when you are scaring people related to these COVID variants, when you're incentivizing people not to go back to work, this is the result. So I think that the responsibility for these numbers rests solely on the administration.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying that. Jennifer, the unemployment rate fell sharply to 4.2%. Who do you credit this to?
Well, I think, again, it's about job recovery and the fact that you still have very low labor participation rate in the marketplace. We're not talking about all of the people that, because of the shutdowns during COVID and because of President Biden's continued volatility and the government's volatility around responding to COVID, people who left the workforce and haven't come back. And again, the government's still wanting to pass the Build Back Better plan to incentivize more people to stay at home, not work, and not get back into the workforce. So jobs aren't coming back into the marketplace like for the pre-COVID days, and neither are the people. So I think the unemployment number is not really the one that is going to be indicative of where the American electorate is at or what's really happening in the economy.
Yeah, these businesses, especially small businesses, they're struggling. They cannot get people to work for them, and they're struggling. They continue to. Dan, do the weak November figures alter the thinking of the Federal Reserve, you think?
Well, it should. And now, whether it does or not, we don't know. Look, to me, the Federal Reserve has two responsibilities, and that relates to price stability, in other words, inflation, and unemployment. So you have to say here, what's that report card look like? You have inflation that is clearly out of control. Again, I keep going back to what policies are going to be put in place, new policies, in order to reverse that. And it's not going to be helpful to have more stimulus like Build Back Better. And then when you look at the unemployment numbers, it relates to job participation, as you just alluded to. We do not have enough people working, and the Fed has to get involved with that.
Yeah, Jennifer, we've been talking about this now for a little bit, the potential of the interest rates going up. Do you think that this will affect whether the Fed raises those interest rates?
Well, look, if I'm the president of the United States and I'm heading into a midterm, I am all over the Fed, because the American electorate, the American worker, they can tolerate, okay, things are not good. We accept this. But what they cannot accept is that it is going to get worse, that an administration is going to make it worse, that their policies are going to make it worse. And we're just getting the Fed to acknowledge inflation is not transitory. And when you're looking down the pike at what is coming for the American consumer with the market volatility and with the continued increase in prices, I think this president has a huge problem and that he is going to have to lean on the Fed to respond.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, Jennifer Stefano, Dan Geltrude, thank you so much. We'll see you at the 8 o'clock hour. We appreciate it.